Chosen one, what I'm about to tell you will shake you to your core, but it's the truth that's been waiting for you. If you're watching this right now, know that it's no accident. Because something extraordinary is unfolding in your life. You've been working, struggling, striving, but God says, no more jobs. Yes, you heard me correctly. No more exhausting yourself in jobs that keep you stuck. No more begging for work or maintaining finances that drain you. It's God's duty now to provide for you. It's time to step back and relax. Because the flow of money is coming your way like water, effortlessly. The things you've prayed for, hoped for, and longed for are no longer distant dreams. They are already moving into your reality. This isn't just a shift in your mindset. It's a powerful spiritual transformation. As a chosen one, you're about to see everything fall into place so quickly you won't believe your eyes. But here's the key. You need to understand how this works so you can fully align with this divine flow. So before we get into this life-changing message, I need you to do 3 things. Pause this video, hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 1,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 99. This number will amplify the energy of the message and send a powerful signal to the universe. Remember, if you're truly a chosen one, you'll watch this video all the way through, because deep down, your spirit already knows that this is meant for you. If you're not ready to receive this truth, you might not make it to the end. But for those who do, your life will never be the same. Now let's get into it. The journey you've been on, tirelessly searching for the right job, feeling like you're chasing after opportunities that never quite come, is coming to an end. God is telling you now, stop. No more scrambling. You've been working so hard. But there's a moment when God wants you to pause and realize something incredible. He's about to take over. The pursuit of ordinary jobs, the endless effort to make ends meet, the stress of not knowing if you'll ever break free. Those struggles are over. Relax. Take a deep breath. Trust that everything you've worked for has led you to this turning point. And now God's power is going to open doors you couldn't even imagine. You see, God's provision for you isn't limited to a paycheck that comes from a 9 to 5. It's an abundant, overflowing supply that will flow into your life like a rushing river. You've been seeking stability, security, and success, and now it's time to stop looking for it in places that only leave you tired and feeling undervalued. You're about to experience the kind of wealth and success that only God's love can provide. A wealth that transcends ordinary means and reaches into the realms of the extraordinary. As God says, no more jobs, He's inviting you into a new phase of rest. Rest in His provision, rest in His promises. It's no longer about struggling for crumbs. It's about stepping into the fullness of His abundance. Your future is not determined by what you do for a living, but by what God is about to do in your life. Get ready to receive more than you ever thought possible. How many nights have you spent wondering if your hard work would ever pay off? How many days have passed filled with emails, applications, and interviews that didn't lead anywhere? God sees every moment of your struggle. He understands your frustration, your fatigue, and your questions about whether you're truly chosen or if this cycle of hardship will ever end. But here's the truth. God is watching, and He is ready to move on your behalf. In this moment, God wants you to know that you've been seen. All your efforts, all your prayers, all those sleepless nights wondering if you'd ever be enough. God sees you. And because He sees you, He's about to do something extraordinary. No more begging. No more pleading for opportunities that seem to slip through your fingers. The doors that have been closed to you are now about to swing wide open. God's hand is about to direct your steps toward the opportunities that are meant for you. This is not the end of your struggle. It's the beginning of your breakthrough. God knows your heart, and He knows your needs. He knows you've done everything you can on your own, and now He's stepping in. It's time to trust in His divine timing. The answers you've been waiting for are already on their way. And soon, you'll look back and realize that the hard season was only preparing you for the abundance that's about to pour into your life. Have you ever wondered, am I really chosen for greatness? It's easy to question your worth when life doesn't seem to match the dreams you have. But let me remind you, you are chosen. You are not here by accident, and you are not destined to live in poverty, struggle, or obscurity. God has set you apart for something extraordinary, and His provision is now on its way to transform your life. When God chooses you, it means He has a plan for you that goes beyond what you can see right now. It means He's aligning every circumstance in your life for your ultimate good. And no matter how impossible things may seem, His divine provision will always come through. Don't look at the riches of others and feel disheartened. Look at it as a sign that what's meant for you is on its way. You are chosen for wealth, success, and a life that reflects God's glory in every way. And when God's provision comes, it's not just about financial gain. It's about peace. It's about security. It's about knowing that you are deeply loved and cared for. The moment you fully accept that you are chosen, everything shifts. No more uncertainty. No more doubt. You are about to step into a season of divine abundance, and you are worthy of every blessing that's coming your way. For too long, you've settled for jobs that don't align with your true potential. Jobs that drain your spirit instead of fueling your passions. You've been working under those who don't see your worth, doing tasks that don't bring you fulfillment. But now God is calling you to elevate. He's saying it's time to stop settling for the ordinary and step into the extraordinary. You were never meant to merely get by. You were created to thrive, to blossom, to live a life that exemplifies God's glory in every aspect, including your career. The days of barely scraping by are behind you. No more feeling trapped in undervalued work. You are being called to a higher purpose, a purpose that aligns with the dreams and aspirations that God has placed in your heart. Don't be afraid to leave the ordinary behind. Embrace the extraordinary that God has prepared for you. The time to rise up has come. As you release those limiting jobs, you will realize that God has already been preparing something far greater, something far more rewarding and fulfilling. Trust that He is leading you to bigger opportunities, and know that your destiny is filled with success beyond what you've ever imagined. It's your time to shine. It's easy to look at others and believe they've been handed everything on a silver platter. Their success, their wealth, their happiness. It can feel as if everything came effortlessly to them, but here's what God wants you to know. What you see is the result of a test they overcame. And now, it's your turn. Every chosen one undergoes a process of refinement. It's through struggles, perseverance, and holding on to faith, especially when the road seems impossible, that you are prepared for the blessings that God is about to bring into your life. It may seem like you've waited longer than others or that you've had to work harder. But each moment of waiting was a step in your spiritual growth. You have been equipped for greatness. The struggle was never meant to break you. It was meant to prepare you. When you see others living the life you've always dreamed of, don't resent them. Instead, let their success inspire you. Their wealth and achievements are indicators of what's about to happen for you. They've passed their test, and now it's your turn to experience the same blessings. Your time is near, and it will surpass what you ever imagined. God owns all wealth, riches, and prosperity in this world. As your Heavenly Father, He takes it as His divine responsibility to provide for you. Your provision doesn't depend only on your effort. It is grounded in God's grace and His ability to create paths when there seems to be no way. God's promise is clear. He will never leave you or forsake you. He's made it known that if you seek His kingdom and His righteousness, everything you need will be added to you. This includes wealth, success, and every good thing. These are already part of His promise for your life. You are not alone in this journey. God's provision is not just a hope, it is a guarantee. So, when doubt begins to creep in, when life's pressures weigh heavily on you, remember that God has a divine duty to provide for you. Your needs are already accounted for in His plan. Trust His promises, and watch as He fulfills them in ways you never imagined. There comes a moment in every chosen one's life when everything changes. The waiting ends, the struggle stops, and wealth begins to flow effortlessly into your life. This is your moment. You've endured, you've persevered, and now it's time to step into the abundance that God has been preparing for you all along. Picture wealth flowing to you like an unstoppable river, continuous, powerful, and out of your control. This is the kind of blessing God has for you. You won't have to chase it anymore. You won't have to work tirelessly for it. It's already on its way, and it will come to you as naturally as water flows from a source to the sea. You've been faithful, you've worked diligently. Now, it's time to receive. Get ready, because your moment has come. Wealth is about to enter your life in ways you never thought possible. You won't have to beg, struggle, or hustle anymore. You will simply receive, because it is your birthright as a child of God. The exhaustion, the relentless grind, the feeling that your hard work never fully paid off. Those days are behind you. The nights spent questioning whether your efforts were in vain, the days when you felt defeated. Those moments were part of the process that has led you to this incredible moment. God's provision is here, and it's going to shift everything. Abundance is not just about accumulating wealth or material goods. It's about peace, rest, and a deep sense of security, knowing you are cared for. God sees every tear, every moment of doubt, and He is stepping in to bring you everything you've been waiting for. You no longer need to wear yourself out trying to make ends meet. The time of struggle is over, and it is being replaced with divine abundance that will sustain you in ways you never thought possible. Trusting in God's provision means letting go of the need to control everything. It means surrendering your worries to Him and trusting that His plans are far greater than anything you could have imagined. The exhaustion you once felt is now transforming into joy because you are entering a season of abundance. Trust the process and watch as God opens doors, pours blessings into your life, and leads you to the life you've been waiting for. God's love is transformative. It doesn't just heal your heart. It opens doors, shifts circumstances, and empowers you to become something greater than you ever dreamed. You may have spent years wondering how to break free from financial struggles, but God's love has a power that surpasses anything you could achieve on your own. Imagine a life where you don't worry about your next paycheck. A life where financial anxiety no longer holds you captive. That is the life God has promised you, a life of abundance. When God's love enters your life, it not only changes your emotional state, it transforms your material world. His love will open doors, elevate your position, and bring you more wealth than you ever thought possible. It's time to rise above the limitations you've set for yourself. No more thinking small. No more believing wealth and success are for others, but not for you. God's love is lifting you to a place of true abundance, where what you once thought impossible becomes your new reality. Get ready to experience wealth in every area of your life, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. It's your time to rise. God is the creator of all things. The wealth that exists throughout the universe belongs to Him, and He has made you an heir to that very wealth. This is not a mere spiritual metaphor. This is a profound truth. The same power that created the stars and formed the mountains and seas is actively at work to provide for you, His chosen child. You have been granted access to the limitless resources of the Almighty. You've likely heard stories of how God has moved mountains for others in the past. That same power is available to you today. The wealth of the universe is your divine inheritance, and it's time for you to claim it. This is not just about financial wealth. It's about tapping into the spiritual, emotional, and physical abundance that comes with God's boundless love. Now is the time to release every limitation and embrace the full extent of what God has prepared for you. As you stand in His power, everything in the universe will align with your purpose. You are no longer confined by the limitations of this world. The wealth and blessings of the earth are now available to you, and every blessing has been designed to help you fulfill your divine calling. Prepare for the universe to open up, and for the wealth that has always been your birthright to flow freely into your life. You may have faced criticism, judgment, and doubt from others who couldn't understand your journey. But hear this: God sees every whisper, every sneer, and every moment of mockery, and He is about to silence your detractors. Those who mocked you and questioned your worth will be silenced by the overwhelming power of God's favor in your life. God's love is so powerful that it not only provides for you, but also vindicates you. When you step into the abundance that's on its way, those who once doubted you will have no choice but to watch in awe as God's favor rests upon you. No longer will you be looked down upon. No longer will your struggles be diminished. God is about to show the world what happens when you trust in Him. This isn't just about quieting the critics. It's about proving that God's hand is upon you. It's about demonstrating that when you remain faithful and trust in His timing, He will transform your life in ways that leave no room for doubt. The voices of your detractors will be silenced, and your prosperity will speak louder than any criticism. Have you ever felt envious or discouraged when you saw others succeeding while you were still waiting for your breakthrough? It can be easy to feel left behind when others seem to advance effortlessly. But God wants you to know that when others are prospering, it's a sign that your time is drawing near. Their success is not a barrier to your own. It's a confirmation that the same blessings are about to flow into your life. The world's way of measuring success can sometimes make you feel like you're not enough, but God's timing is always perfect. Just because someone else is reaping rewards now doesn't mean your time hasn't come yet. In fact, their prosperity is a testament to what God is about to do in your life. What they have experienced, you will also experience, and in an even greater way. When your time arrives, it won't be a small success. It will be an overwhelming overflow. When you see others thriving, take it as a sign that God is preparing you for a greater outpouring of blessings. Celebrate their success, because soon you will be celebrating your own. Let go of the jobs that drain your energy, your time, and your spirit. These jobs are holding you back, trapping you in a cycle of limitation. God is calling you to step out of this cycle. There's no need to cling to what's keeping you small when God has something far greater in store for you. It's time to step into a new realm of divine wealth, a wealth that doesn't come from working harder, but from trusting God to provide. God isn't calling you to live in scarcity. He's calling you to a life of abundance, where your needs are met effortlessly and your desires are fulfilled according to His will. Release the jobs that keep you anchored in mediocrity, and trust that God will lead you to something greater. When you step into divine wealth, you'll discover that you don't need to work tirelessly to achieve abundance. Instead, you will flow with God's provision, and your wealth will come from places you never expected. The key is to trust that God's plan for you is far better than anything you could accomplish on your own. As you enter into the abundance God has prepared for you, know this: you are not alone. God has assigned His angels to guard and guide your wealth. These angels aren't just protecting your financial blessings. They're ensuring your prosperity continues to grow. You have heavenly protection surrounding you, shielding your wealth from any threat. God's provision is not just a one-time blessing. It's part of a long-term plan. His angels will be with you every step of the way, ensuring you stay secure and prosperous. They will guide your decisions, protect your assets, and ensure that you remain aligned with divine abundance. There's no need to fear losing what God has provided, because His angels are ensuring that your prosperity will endure. This is not just about financial security. It's about peace of mind, knowing that God's hand is over every aspect of your life. With His angels guarding your wealth, you can rest assured that the abundance flowing into your life is safe, secure, and set to multiply. Living in God's abundance means living in His love, His provision, and the freedom that comes with knowing He is your source. As you step into this new season of your life, remember that everything you need has already been provided for you. God's love has opened the floodgates of heaven, and you are now living in the overflow. This is a life where you don't have to worry or strive. The power of God's provision is more than enough to meet all of your needs and desires. Place your full trust in God, and watch as your life becomes a powerful testimony to the strength of His divine love and provision. As you accept this abundance, understand that it is not solely about material wealth. It's about living a life filled with peace, joy, and purpose. God's love is your most precious treasure, and everything else flows from it. Embrace it wholeheartedly and witness as your life undergoes a transformation that only His abundant love can bring. God's love is the most powerful force in existence, and it is this very love that is set to change your life. He is the creator of everything. He owns all the wealth, diamonds, gold, and resources on this earth. The riches of the universe belong to Him, and He has chosen you to share in them. There is no love greater than the love of God. The burdens of struggle, the constant effort to survive. God is telling you that your season of hardship is over. The abundance that stems from His love is now yours. His love is not just an emotion. It is a tangible force that brings prosperity, joy, and peace into your life. Just as God formed the world with His hands, He is now crafting a life of wealth and success for you. The wealth you've admired in others, the success that seemed unreachable, is soon to be yours. God is stepping in to provide for you in ways beyond your imagination. The luxury that once felt unattainable is now being drawn to you. You will live a life where money flows to you effortlessly, and you will enjoy it without struggle, knowing that it is God's love that makes it all possible. This isn't just about material wealth. It's about being in harmony with the Creator of all things. God's love for you will manifest in abundance, peace, and success, and you will experience a life that is rich in every sense of the word. You are no longer limited. God is lifting you to a new level of prosperity, and His love will guide you every step of the way. God, the Creator of everything, has supreme authority over the wealth of the universe. He owns everything, the gold, the diamonds, the earth beneath your feet, and now He is pouring that abundance into your life. You may have wondered why others seem to thrive effortlessly while you've faced struggles, but God's timing is perfect, and this is your season to rise. When God chooses to bless you, there are no limits to what can unfold. The wealth that once seemed out of reach will now come to you naturally. Whether it's financial stability, success in your career, or prosperity in your relationships, God's love is opening doors you've long prayed for. The universe is aligning itself in your favor, and every blessing is designed to bring you closer to greater abundance. God's power is limitless, and through His love, He provides. You are not simply receiving a small blessing, but a life-altering, transformative experience. The wealth that has been waiting for you is now being drawn to you as though the universe itself is working on your behalf. No longer will you be left behind. This is your moment to step into the life you were always meant to live. As you welcome this abundance, know that God's love will sustain you. It will keep you grounded in humility, gratitude, and purpose. You are being positioned for extraordinary wealth, both materially and spiritually. Trust in God's ability to provide and watch as the universe's riches flow into your life. For so long, you may have felt trapped in a cycle of struggle, working tirelessly, striving to make ends meet, and never fully realizing the success you desired. But God's love is about to revolutionize your life. The days of just getting by are over. He is stepping in to provide for you in ways you never imagined. God's love is an overwhelming force that knows no boundaries. Through His love, you will experience true prosperity. This isn't merely about financial gain. It's about a life filled with peace, joy, and fulfillment. God is lifting you out of scarcity and into a season of abundance. Your prosperity will be seen in every aspect of your life, spiritually, emotionally, and financially. When God's love enters your life, it doesn't just make things slightly better. It completely transforms your situation. Your finances will thrive, your career will soar, and your relationships will flourish. You will experience a level of wealth and success that will astonish those who once doubted you. This isn't the end of your struggles. It marks the beginning of a life of unwavering abundance. The transformation you are about to undergo will be miraculous. God's love will work through you, for you, and in you, turning every area of your life into a powerful example of His goodness. Get ready for a new season of wealth, happiness, and success that will leave you speechless. People may have doubted you, criticized you, and questioned your worth. They looked at your struggles and believed you wouldn't rise above them. But God's love is about to silence their voices. The wealth and success that God is about to pour into your life will quiet every critic, and they will have no choice but to watch as you flourish. Those who once looked down on you will soon realize that you are chosen and favored by God. His love has elevated you, and His blessings will speak for themselves. No longer will others measure your worth by their opinions. The wealth that God is bringing into your life will be undeniable, proving that you were always destined for greatness. God is not merely providing for you in material ways. He is showing His love for you by vindicating you. He is about to silence the voices of those who have tried to tear you down. As you step into a new era of prosperity, your critics will be left speechless. They will see God's hand upon your life and recognize that you are His chosen child. This is the time when you will no longer be defined by your hardships or the judgments of others. Instead, you will be defined by the love of God and the abundance He is bringing into your life. Watch as those who once doubted you are left speechless, while you rise to the top in a way that will leave them in awe. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to suddenly come into wealth? One moment, they are struggling, and the next, they are living in luxury. What you might not realize is that God's love has the power to turn the impossible into reality. He is the source of all wealth. And when He decides to bless you, everything changes in an instant. This isn't about luck. This is divine timing. When God chooses to elevate you, He does it in ways that cannot be attained by ordinary circumstances. It seemed like an dream will see your reality. The sudden wealth you've been waiting is about to appear, and it will come from unexpected sources. God's love doesn't provide doses. It overflows with blessings that will radically change your life. The wealth others receive in small increments will come to you all at once, as God opens the gates of heaven and pours out blessings on you. You'll be forever changed. Suddenly, God, prepare yourself for a financial breakthrough that will leave you astonished. The impossible is becoming possible for you. It's God's love making it happen. and you are stepping into a season of wealth and success that will make you wonder how you ever lived without it. There is one key to unlocking limitless prosperity, and that key is God's love. His love isn't just an emotion. It's a force that opens doors, transforms situations, and brings wealth beyond measure. When you understand how deeply God loves you, you'll realize that nothing is out of reach. The prosperity you've been searching for is already within your grasp, and it's His love that will bring it to you. God's love is the foundation of all good things in your life. It's what has carried you through when you felt like giving up. It will now propel you into a season of unimaginable prosperity. When you align yourself with God's love, you open yourself up to an outpouring of blessings beyond your wildest dreams. The wealth of the universe is being released into your life because of His love for you. You've already passed the test. You've endured, you've waited, and now you are being elevated. God is opening doors for you that no one can shut. The wealth you've been praying for is already on its way, and it will arrive in ways you never expected. Trust in His love and watch as your life is filled with abundance, joy, and success. The prosperity heading your way isn't temporary. It's an unending flow of abundance that will sustain you throughout your life. God's love is the key to unlocking the wealth, success, and peace you've been seeking. Embrace it fully and step into the divine abundance that is rightfully yours. The journey to unstoppable wealth starts with embracing God's love. It's through His love that you're equipped to handle the wealth that's on its way. God doesn't just want to bless you, He wants to give you wealth that is sustainable and life-changing. His love will serve as the foundation upon which you will grow and manage the blessings soon to flood your life. When you truly embrace God's love, you open yourself up to the full measure of His provision. You'll stop relying on your own strength and start trusting in His power to provide. This shift will take you from struggling to thriving. No longer will you worry about where your next meal will come from or how to pay your bills. God's love will provide for all your needs and more. Unstoppable wealth isn't just about money. It's about peace, joy, and security in all areas of your life. As you embrace God's love, you'll find yourself entering a season of abundance that doesn't just affect your bank account. It transforms everything. The wealth you receive will be used for good, bringing you closer to God's purpose for your life. Get ready for a life where money flows effortlessly, success comes naturally, and you experience God's love in ways you've never imagined. This is the path to limitless wealth, and it all starts with trusting in His love and provision. Even when you can't see it, God's hand is at work in your life. His unseen hand is guiding you toward the wealth and success you've always dreamed of. He is positioning you in ways that you can't yet understand, aligning circumstances and people to bring you into the place of prosperity that is yours by divine right. Chosen ones, what I'm about to reveal to you may catch you completely off guard, perhaps even leave you in awe. If you are witnessing this message right now, understand that it is no mere accident. God has guided you here because something deeply significant is unfolding in your life. The moment has arrived for you to bid farewell to this earthly realm and prepare for the next chapter of your journey. Yes, you heard correctly. God has decreed that it is time for you to return home. The life you have been living is about to undergo a transformation, and this world is no longer your final resting place. You are being summoned toward something far greater, something that transcends the limits of the material world. Now is the time to accept this divine calling with both grace and unwavering faith. This is not merely a transition, it is a profound spiritual awakening. Perhaps you've sensed it. The nudge, the inner voice, the divine signs that led you here. And as you stand on the threshold of departure, understand that ahead of you lies a path filled with peace, unconditional love, and God's everlasting protection. Before we proceed with this transformative message, take a moment for stillness and reflection. Tap the like button, subscribe to our channel as we move toward our milestone of 1,000 subscribers, and comment with the number 99. This number carries a sacred vibration that will elevate the shift you're on the verge of experiencing. If you are truly among the chosen, you will stay with this message to the end, because your spirit already recognizes the truth within. If you are prepared to accept the divine truth being presented to you, your life will be forever transformed. For those not yet ready, it may be time to surrender and place your trust in God's divine timing. In the quiet stillness of existence, there comes a sacred hour when divine will reveals itself, and the chosen must respond to the call to return. This is not a decision made lightly. It is a moment filled with great spiritual significance. In His boundless wisdom, God has selected you for this very moment, a moment that signals the close of your earthly experience and the dawn of a divine transformation. The time has come to lay down the burdens, the sorrows, and the uncertainties of this life. You are being summoned back to your true place of belonging, a realm overflowing with peace, divine love, and eternal safety. This divine calling is not random nor by chance. Every challenge, every hardship you've faced has been preparing you for this very hour. You've withstood trials, remained faithful, and now, as one of God's chosen, you are ready to journey forward into the next dimension of your being. This is not a moment to be afraid. It is a time for profound gratitude. All the pain has not been in vain. It has served a purpose. Now, you are stepping into the fulfillment of that purpose. Standing at the gateway of this sacred passage, know this: you are cherished beyond measure by God. Reflect deeply on your journey, on what has come before and what is soon to arrive. You were chosen, and now the time has come to go home. The world, with all its turmoil and distractions, is no longer meant for you. A divine sanctuary awaits, a home of pure love and tranquility. But before you begin this sacred passage, a transformation begins within, a shift in your physical being, a divine signal that your body and soul are aligning for what is to come. The universe itself is gently readying you, reshaping you in ways you may not fully understand just yet. You may sense this change in subtle ways, a newfound lightness or a calm that roots itself deep in your soul. It may feel as though your body instinctively understands that it's time to prepare for a reality far greater than what this world can offer. Think of this transformation as sacred preparation, not just for your spirit, but also for your body. Just as a caterpillar undergoes a miraculous transformation to become a butterfly, so too will you experience changes. They may feel unfamiliar, even unsettling, but do not fear. Each one is a divine sign, part of God's meticulous plan, guiding you upward. Your body, mind, and spirit are converging, becoming one with the divine frequency that will carry you home. This is a crucial moment in your journey. The physical sensations you feel are merely the beginning of something far more miraculous, a gateway opening to a realm where you are liberated from all earthly constraints. Welcome these changes, for they are signs that your time here is coming to its graceful end. You are transforming into who you were always destined to be. As this transformation progresses, the truth becomes clearer. Your chapter in the material world is drawing to a close. Awaiting you is your eternal dwelling, a sanctuary of rest, love, and serenity. This divine transformation is more than a bodily shift. It is a full spiritual awakening. You are being invited to embrace your authentic nature, to release everything that has anchored you to this world. It is a radical change in awareness, a deep knowing that you were never meant to stay here forever. This world, with all its noise and chaos, no longer fits your purpose. You've endured what was necessary, and now it's time to move beyond it. Your true home is not far. It's near, closer than you imagine. A place of divine love awaits, where your soul will finally find the rest and peace it has long yearned for. This shift you are undergoing is not the end, but a magnificent new beginning, a return to the divine. In this process, you may feel an overwhelming calm, as if you are releasing all the weight you've carried. Let go of fear, anxiety, and sorrow, for you are transitioning into a space of divine harmony. The spiritual dwelling that awaits you is abundant in love and eternal protection. It is a place where your soul will soar, completely free. This is the sacred moment you've been moving toward all your life, knowingly or not. You are now ready to meet your Creator, to step into God's presence with an open and surrendered heart. Do not see this as a time of dread or uncertainty, but rather as a time of profound peace and overflowing joy. The divine path you've long been seeking is unfolding before you now. You may have spent much of your life searching for answers, yearning for meaning. But the answer is now clear. It is time to return home. The journey to God is not one of fear, but of the deepest fulfillment. As you step into the divine realm, you will be embraced with love, welcomed with grace, and surrounded by the eternal presence of God. This transition is sacred because it represents your complete union with the divine. Through trials and tribulations, you have held your faith. You have endured the storms, and now your reward has arrived. God's love is ready to encompass you in ways beyond earthly comprehension, and you, dear one, are ready to receive it with a soul full of peace and gratitude. It is a sacred offering from God, a divine favor that grants you the ability to continue watching over the world you have departed. Though your physical form may no longer roam the earth, your spirit will remain deeply linked to it. You will still observe the lives of those whom you have held dear, and from a higher realm, you will extend your guidance. This spiritual vision is not a weight to bear, but a heavenly grace, a testament to God's enduring affection for you. As you gaze upon the world below, you will witness both the hardships and the victories of those who remain on their earthly journey. And even though you may no longer be physically involved, your presence will be felt in quiet, meaningful ways. Your soul will remain watchful, loving, and gently directing. It is a deeply moving truth that even within the divine sphere, your memory of those you've loved will not fade. The love of God is infinite, and through this ability to observe the world, you will continue to radiate that love. Those who are chosen never truly depart. They remain forever bound to the hearts of those they cherished. When you enter the sacred realm, you will be embraced by a love so vast and pure that nothing in the physical world can equal it. God's love, which has always surrounded you, will now dwell with you constantly. This holy dwelling is one of divine shelter, profound calm, and unending joy. It is a refuge from the noise and chaos of the world, where your spirit may finally rest and be renewed in everlasting peace. No longer will you face the burdens and challenges of earthly life. In this divine sanctuary, you will find a depth of comfort that goes far beyond human comprehension. It is a realm where love flows in abundance, and where divine protection encircles you at all times. You have finally arrived at your true home, embraced by the presence of God, where no harm can touch you. Within this sacred haven, everything your soul has ever longed for, love, tranquility, insight, and eternal rest, is fully given. It is a domain of wholeness and divine fulfillment, where your spirit will thrive in unity with the Creator. The passage into this divine realm is the most serene and beautiful experience of your existence. As you prepare to cross into this sacred space, it becomes necessary to say farewell to the world you have known. Though it may be difficult to part with the people and places that have shaped your life, this transition is essential. To say goodbye is an act of deep love, an acknowledgement of the connections and experiences that have carried you to this threshold. Those you love, who have stood by your side, offering support and companionship, will understand your departure. Although their hearts may ache at your leaving, they too will recognize that your journey is holy and purposeful. Your farewell is not an end, but a transformation in the way your bond with them continues. Even in your absence, your love will remain, offering quiet guidance from above. This parting should not be filled with sorrow, but rather with profound thankfulness. You have been given the blessing of love, of shared experiences, and of personal growth, and now you are ready to move forward. As you say your goodbyes, take comfort in knowing that your love and essence will continue to envelop those you leave behind, watching over and protecting them. Before you take your final step, pause to offer your heartfelt thanks. Show appreciation to those who loved you, who uplifted you, and who played a role in your transformation. It is vital to recognize the contributions each soul made to your journey. Their love served as a guiding light, and now you carry that light with you as you ascend to what lies ahead. This is not merely a goodbye. It is an expression of deep appreciation for all the compassion, strength, and wisdom you have received along the way. Your loved ones stood with you, and now, in this sacred moment, you are given the chance to show them just how much they have meant to you. Through your gratitude, you offer them not only peace but also a lasting sense of closure. They will carry the love you gave them, and that love will continue to uplift them long after your departure. As you enter into the divine domain, one of the most remarkable gifts that God places in your hands is the ability to continue watching over those you leave behind. Although your physical form no longer walks beside them, your essence will remain an unseen force that continues to nurture and guide the lives of your loved ones. From your elevated place in the heavens, you will look upon the world with compassion and divine wisdom. This sacred blessing makes you a silent guardian, one who gently offers love and shelter to those still living their earthly lives. It is not a duty, but a divine honor granted through spiritual elevation. You will witness their hardships, celebrate their victories, and most importantly, observe their personal evolution. Your spirit will whisper into their hearts, offering encouragement, peace, and silent comfort in their most vulnerable moments. You will never be forgotten. The love you shared will transcend all barriers of time and space. Though you now dwell in a higher dimension, your influence remains, a steady, unseen hand guiding from above. Your memory will live on in the souls of those you've touched, and your light will continue to shine through them. The world you once inhabited, a realm filled with distractions, illusions, and materialism, can no longer confine you. It has become a place clouded by sin, greed, and selfishness. It is no longer where you belong. As you prepare for your sacred ascent, the truth of the world's fleeting nature will become evident. The things you once chased will lose their appeal, replaced by a longing for divine peace and unity. The challenges and pain you faced were part of a spiritual test, a trial designed to refine your faith, endurance, and trust. But now, as one of the chosen, you have shown your strength. You have overcome the enticements and difficulties of the physical world, and now you are being lifted into something far greater. The desire for material possessions and fleeting joy will no longer hold power over you. Within the divine realm, you are liberated from the weight of worldly concerns. There, eternal peace prevails, and the hunger for impermanent pleasures is replaced by a deep satisfaction found only in spiritual truth. No longer will the clamor of the world draw your attention, for you will be immersed in the stillness and glory of God's everlasting presence. The wounds of ridicule, rejection, and disbelief will soon fade away. In the life you are leaving behind, there were moments when you were mocked or misunderstood, when others questioned your faith, your calling, even your very identity. But those trials now come to an end. The divine sanctuary you are entering knows no such judgment. It is a place of pure acceptance and light. You will no longer be subjected to the bitterness or disdain that once came from others. In this sacred place, you will be embraced with unconditional love and true acceptance. There will be no need to defend yourself or explain who you are. In the presence of God, you are fully known and completely understood, the cherished, chosen soul. The doubts that others cast upon you will dissolve in the brilliance of divine truth. No longer will your identity be shaped by the opinions of others, for it is now defined solely by God's unwavering love. In this heavenly home, hatred and scorn cannot exist. Only love, empathy, and deep understanding remain. Here, activity that once clouded your earthly path will vanish, and you will be immersed in the purity of divine love that now surrounds you. The burdens that weighed you down, physical suffering, financial worries, and the stress of daily life, will cease to exist. As you step away from the world, you leave behind every weight that once confined you. The pains of the body, the uncertainty about what lies ahead, and the moments of inner turmoil will all fade into nothingness. You are crossing into a realm of lightness, where the heaviness of life can no longer touch you. Your physical form, once weary and fragile, will be renewed. There will be no more illness, no more fatigue. In the presence of the divine, you will be whole, healed, and fully restored. Material struggles will no longer trouble you. The divine sanctuary is a realm of unlimited abundance, where every need is met and peace reigns without interruption. This new chapter of your existence will be marked by total liberation from worldly concerns. In the embrace of the divine, you will find rest. No longer will the burdens of the world weigh upon you. Every hardship you endured will be replaced by peace so deep it transcends human understanding. As the moment to depart draws near, you come to realize that this world is no longer your true dwelling. The mission for which you were sent has been completed. You have endured trials, you have loved deeply, and you have grown in spirit. Now the time has come to return to the place where your soul has always belonged. The earth, with its distractions and sorrows, was never meant to be your final destination. It was a temporary journey, a chapter in your spiritual story that has now reached its conclusion. God's divine purpose for your life has been fulfilled in grace. You have been a light in a world of darkness, a chosen one who walked through life's storms with unwavering belief and courage. Now your path leads you to a place of divine rest, surrounded by love and protected by heavenly light. Though life on earth will continue for others, you are moving forward into something far greater. You are preparing to step into eternity, into the home you were always destined to return to. The time has come to release the pain and sorrow of this world and fully embrace the completeness of God's infinite love. Throughout your life, you have walked a path of faith, tested time and again. You faced adversity that challenged your core, yet you held firmly to your trust in God's divine plan, knowing there was meaning behind each trial. As one of the chosen, your steadfastness through these hardships is a testament to your faith. Now, your reward awaits. The time of testing has passed, and peace now stands ready to receive you. Though your journey has not been easy, it has shaped and prepared you for this sacred moment. God has seen your pain and your perseverance. Now you are welcomed into a realm where peace is everlasting. All the trials and sorrows of life will be left behind as you are embraced by serenity and divine love that never ends. The season of hardship is over. You have shown your strength and devotion, and now you are stepping into a new form of existence, one where peace is not only a promise, but a living reality that is already yours. Before you can begin this sacred passage, a time of preparation is essential. Take a moment to purify your body, your mind, and your soul. This cleansing is a holy act, an opportunity to ready yourself for entry into the divine realm with a heart filled with thankfulness and spiritual clarity. Physically, allow your body to be in harmony with the changes ahead. Clothe yourself in garments of cleanliness, nourish your body with pure sustenance, and find rest in a space that soothes your soul. These physical acts bring your body into alignment with the divine energy surrounding you. Mentally and spiritually, take time to reflect in silence. Release all lingering fears, doubts, and worldly attachments. Open your spirit to receive the fullness of God's love, knowing that you stand on the brink of the greatest invitation of all, the call to come home. This transformation is sacred and requires total surrender to God's divine will. As you prepare to cross into eternity, be assured that you are not alone. God is with you through every breath, every heartbeat, guiding you gently through the final shift with grace and compassion. Welcome the peace that draws near, for you are about to encounter your Creator face to face, and the home that awaits you exceeds even your highest dreams. This is not a time for mourning, but for celebration. Though saying goodbye to the familiar may bring tears, rest assured that what awaits you is infinitely more beautiful than anything you leave behind. Embrace the voice of God that now calls to you, drawing you into a place of divine peace and perfect love. Each step forward is filled with anticipation, knowing you are about to enter a realm where joy, peace, and divine love are eternal. Let go of fear, for God's presence is with you. His guidance is unwavering, and the path before you leads to complete fulfillment. This is not a time for grief, but a time to rejoice in the next part of your spiritual journey. Embrace this sacred transition with open arms, for you are being led into a realm where love is limitless and peace has no end. Among the most wondrous aspects of this spiritual shift is the vision that God lovingly bestows upon you. Even as you leave behind the physical realm, you will retain the divine ability to observe the world you once called home. This is not a burden. It is a sacred honor, gifted to you because you are one of the chosen. From this elevated plane, your view of the world will be transformed, no longer limited by physical senses, but expanded through spiritual connection, clarity, and compassion. The world will remain in your sight, and through this gift, you will continue to extend guidance and support from afar. You will be able to see the lives of those you knew, witnessing their joy, their struggles, and their growth. You will come to perceive more clearly than ever the choices others make and the directions their lives take. Though you can no longer intervene in a physical sense, your spiritual essence will continue to walk beside them. God has gifted you with this sacred ability, not as a weight to carry, but as a blessing, so that your light may continue to shine for others during their moments of need. With this divine sight, you will also gain a deeper awareness of the true essence of those around you. You will look beyond the masks people wear, understanding their inner drives, hidden pain, and heartfelt intentions. You will be able to discern the sin and illusion that obscure their spirits, and you will witness the truth that lies beneath. Your affection for them will only grow stronger as you watch them journey forward, viewing their struggles and triumphs from a place of divine wisdom and compassion. This sacred vision is evidence of the immense trust God has placed in you. You were chosen for a higher purpose, and with that calling comes the power to watch over others while remaining connected to God's infinite love. As you observe the world, you will sense God's presence guiding you, shaping your responses, and leading you to offer prayers and blessings for those who are suffering. You will become a quiet sentinel, ever watchful, ever loving, overseeing the world from your spiritual place with a heart full of grace. From your elevated perspective, you will begin to notice how deeply entangled people are in their pursuit of wealth and material gain. In the world you have left, many chase after possessions, believing these things will bring happiness and fulfillment. Yet from your position, you will see with clarity that this relentless search for wealth is nothing more than an illusion, one that draws people further from genuine peace and joy. You will clearly recognize the hollowness of these desires. The constant striving for money, status, and control often costs people their peace, their connections, and their spiritual purpose. You will see how so many remain trapped in a never-ending loop of want, reaching always for more, but never feeling truly satisfied. This awareness will stir compassion within you for those who remain caught in the net of worldly desire. Through God's love, you will come to understand the deeper truth of what truly matters: love, faith, connection, and spiritual stillness. As you look down upon the world, you will witness souls searching desperately for fulfillment in things that cannot nourish the spirit. Your purpose in this moment is not to judge them, but to send love and prayers for their awakening. Even from afar, through the power of divine intercession, you will be able to gently guide them toward the realization that lasting abundance is found not in possessions, but in the presence of God. As you continue your journey in the heavenly realm, you will no longer feel any attachment to wealth or the desires that once held significance. You will have entered into a new reality of divine abundance, not one measured by material goods, but by spiritual completion and the boundless love of God. This transformation will serve as both a personal reminder and a call for others to awaken to what is real, that earthly riches can never mend the emptiness within. One of the most profound gifts of your divine transition is the ability to perceive life with perfect clarity and truth. As your gaze falls upon the earth, you will see the struggles of those still ensnared in sin and confusion. The world you once called home has become tangled in pain, selfishness, and misguided pursuits. Many are led by pride, hatred, and falsehoods, unable to see the way back to spiritual peace. You will witness the sorrow that lives in the hearts of the lost, those wandering through darkness, unaware of the light they seek. Your heart will ache for them, but you will also understand that all of this unfolds according to God's greater plan. So many are moving through life without spiritual direction, seeking peace in places that can never truly provide it. Yet even from your place above, you will have the power to send prayers, to extend love, and to offer guidance for their souls to awaken. Though you have crossed into a new realm, your heart remains tethered to the world. You will still long for those who struggle, yearning for them to discover the serenity you now experience. As you watch, you will know that your time on earth had deep significance, for it was part of a divine mission to carry light into the shadows. Even now, from the sacred realm, you continue to serve as a vessel of God's love, offering comfort, encouragement, and spiritual direction to those who need it most. Your love for humanity did not end when you left the world behind. Instead, it has grown more profound, as you see life from the perspective of eternity. You will pray for those who are lost, interceding with hope that they too will one day awaken to God's grace. Your work on earth was only the beginning. Now, in this new chapter, your impact will stretch even farther. As you prepare to release the physical world completely, a sacred truth reveals itself. You are about to enter the realm of divine peace and unconditional love. This place is beyond the limits of human understanding. It is a realm where love moves unhindered, untouched by fear, sorrow, or the struggles that once defined earthly life. In this place, pain does not exist. Worry vanishes. All that remains is the stillness and depth of peace that can only be found in God's presence. This divine dwelling is not a place of separation, but of deep and eternal communion with the Creator. The love you will encounter there surpasses anything you've ever known, a love that envelops your soul, flooding you with comfort and completeness beyond imagination. There will be no more sorrow, no more burdens, only the warmth of God's presence wrapping around you like a blanket of light. In this sacred home, you will be surrounded by radiance, beauty, and a lasting harmony. Here, you will finally experience the fullness of joy and serenity that God has long promised. Your soul will find its resting place, untouched by the limitations and hardships of the physical world, and you will exist in complete unity with the divine. This is the home your spirit has long awaited, the dwelling where you will encounter the depths of God's eternal love. As you cross into this blessed realm, know that every hardship you faced was leading you here. The love awaiting you is everlasting, and it is in this holy place with God Himself that your soul will find the peace it has always sought. The moment of transition will come, and when it does, you will sense yourself gently drifting away from the world you have known. It will not be marked by pain, but by serenity, much like quietly falling into sleep. You will softly detach from the physical world, leaving behind everything that once tethered you to the material realm. Your body will undergo a transformation beyond anything the human mind can comprehend, and in an instant, you will find yourself in a new state of being. It will feel as though you've closed your eyes in slumber and awakened in a place of everlasting peace. This sacred shift will occur in an instant, and within that brief moment, you will be enveloped in the warmth of God's infinite love. All the worries, fears, and uncertainties that may have once burdened you will completely dissolve, replaced by a profound sense of tranquility. Physical discomfort, mental stress, none of it will remain. What awaits is the liberty of the divine realm. This passing is not a loss, but a sacred homecoming. You are returning to a place that exists beyond time and space, a sanctuary where your soul can finally find complete rest. Though the process may appear sudden, it unfolds as part of the divine plan. You are not fading into oblivion. You are crossing a threshold into a higher plane of existence, one bathed in love, radiant with light, and filled with serenity. As you step through this doorway, understand that it is not a time for sorrow, but a moment of great rejoicing. You are entering into the sacred presence of God. This transformation does not mark an end, but rather a beautiful beginning, one of eternal joy, divine love, and spiritual fulfillment. During this holy passage, you will feel the gentle presence of God guiding you, speaking to your soul in quiet, loving whispers that direct your every step. This voice will not be loud or commanding, but tender and reassuring, a soft pull leading you through the final stages of your sacred journey. As your divine transition approaches, this guidance will become more palpable than ever before. It will feel as though God Himself is gently reaching for your hand, leading you with unwavering care. You may notice unexpected sensations within your body or a strong inner knowing that seems to guide your every decision. These are signs of the divine presence, gently assisting you through each step of this holy process.